quiet town of Hollowbrook, a sense of unease had settled over the once tranquil community. Whispers of strange occurrences and unexplainable disturbances had started to circulate, casting a shadow of fear upon the townspeople. It was a phenomenon that defied rational explanation, the Poltergeist Phenomenon. The eerie disturbances began subtly, with objects inexplicably moving on their own and faint whispers echoing through empty rooms. At first, residents brushed off these incidents as a mere coincidence, attributing them to drafts or tricks of the mind. But as the days turned into weeks, the occurrences escalated in intensity and frequency, leaving no room for doubt. One evening, the Johnson family experienced the poltergeist phenomenon firsthand. As they sat down for quiet dinner, the dining table suddenly shook violently, sending plates and cutlery crashing to the floor. Terrified, they exchanged bewildered glances, realizing that something beyond the realm of the ordinary was at play. Desperate for answers, the Johnsons turned to Dr. Emily Porter, a renowned paranormal investigator known for her expertise in unexplained phenomena. Dr. Porter arrived in Hollowbrook, armed with a plethora of scientific equipment and an unyielding determination to unravel the mystery. Upon her arrival, Dr. Porter delved into the history of Hollowbrook, uncovering a forgotten tale of tragedy and betrayal. Decades ago, a bitter dispute had torn apart a once close-knit community, leaving a trail of resentment and anger. Driven by vengeance, the spirit of a restless soul seemed to have awoken, wreaking havoc upon the living as a manifestation of its unresolved rage. As Dr. Porter delved deeper into her investigation, she set up an array of cameras, sensors, and recorders throughout the Johnsons' home. Night after night, she monitored the eerie occurrences, documenting unexplained fluctuations in temperature, disembodied voices, and the unmistakable sensation of being watched. One fateful evening, as Dr. Porter reviewed the footage, a chilling revelation came to light. In the dim glow of a camera's infrared light, a shadowy figure materialized, moving with an otherworldly grace. The entity seemed to dance between realms, shifting from one corner of the room to another, defying the laws of physics. Determined to communicate with the entity, Dr. Porter set up an elaborate seance, inviting a medium renowned for their ability to bridge the gap between the living and the spirit world. As the seance began, an eerie silence settled over the room, broken only by the medium's whispered incantations. Suddenly, a gust of wind swept through the room, extinguishing candles and causing the temperature to plummet. A voice, faint yet unmistakable, echoed through the air, a voice filled with pain and longing. The entity, it seemed, was desperate to convey a message, to find release from the chains that bound it to the mortal realm. Through the medium, the entity revealed its identity, a young woman named Eliza, whose life had been tragically cut short by the very community she had once called home. Her voice quivered with emotion as she recounted her story, pleading for forgiveness and closure. Touched by Eliza's plight, the townspeople of Hollowbrook came together in an act of unity and reconciliation. Through a solemn ceremony, they acknowledged the pain of the past and offered their forgiveness to the lingering spirit. As the final words of forgiveness were spoken, a sense of peace washed over the room, and the poltergeist phenomenon that had plagued Hollowbrook for so long finally ceased. With a newfound sense of closure, Dr. Porter and the Johnson family watched as Hollowbrook slowly returned to its tranquil state. The poltergeist phenomenon had been a reminder that the past's unresolved conflicts could have far-reaching consequences, reaching beyond the boundaries of time itself. And so the town of Hollowbrook learned that sometimes the most inexplicable disturbances are the result of the unquiet spirits of the past, yearning for a chance to be heard and to find the peace they so desperately seek. The poltergeist phenomenon had come to an end, leaving behind a town forever changed by its encounter with the supernatural.